Hello there, I'm Gary Foster and welcome to episode 22 of What Price Victory, and today's video is a change of focus and an Asian adventure. The Wanderers have been marching on in the A-League, and if we just go into the schedule, since you last joined us, or the last video covered the Melbourne Victory and Melbourne City double, where we didn't play terribly well, but we were fortunate enough to come away with 2 wins. Now, since then, we had a home victory over the Brisbane Roar. There, Kun Tamaruskov scored an early goal for us, and Slobodan Tedic, our other lone player, scored 2 early goals. Brisbane Roar came back at us, and it wasn't until the 84th minute that Nazarene scored the goal that put the game beyond their reach of Brisbane. Now, we had a home game against Perth Glory, and Perth went ahead 1-0 early on before Slobodan Tedic and Tamaroskov again came to our rescue and put us ahead 2-1 at half-time. Now, Delroy Clapham scored his first goal for us this season, and he made the game safe for us, but once again it wasn't until the 84th minute. So a similar trend starting to develop. In the game against MacArthur, we scored 2 early goals that set us up quite nicely, but early in the second half MacArthur scored a goal, and we had to worry our way through the last half hour of the game with fitness and everything crashing around us. Now, the original plan was to come back for the Adelaide United game, but in the meantime, from those Melbourne games, the Asian Cup draw came out. So I made an executive decision to play the Adelaide United game offline, which could have been a good thing or a bad thing, because Adelaide United went ahead early and Bernie Obini got a goal right on half-time. I had the cranky pants well and truly on because we were outplayed by Adelaide United, gave them a decent rev up, went into an attacking mode, but we couldn't get that all-important goal. And at the end of the day, Adelaide United would have been pretty annoyed that they weren't able to get the win, because they outpointed us in all parts of XG and possession. They just couldn't get a goal, mainly because their shots on target were such a poor ratio to their total shots. So that brings us to Champions League in the Asian Cup. This is Group H, where the Wanderers have been drawn against Giyuari Yokohama, which I think is Yokohama FC in the Japanese league. We've got Jeonbuk from the Korean K-League, and we've got Samut Prakan City from the Thai Premier League. Now, today's game will be against Samut Prakan City, and they're in the Samut Prakan province, just south of Bangkok, on the Chao Phraya River, where it runs into the Gulf of Thailand. And they've got quite a recent history where the owner changed names and relocated them to Samut Prakan. So that's the state of play at the moment. Although before we go on, I just should quickly go into the A-League itself. And as you can see, Wanderers have played 12 games, won 10, drawn 2, and as yet undefeated. We've got a goal difference of 24, but more importantly, we've got a 4-point lead from our nearest rivals, which is Melbourne City, with a game in hand. So that could quite conceivably blow out to a 7-point lead. And at this stage of the competition, that's pretty good. So that's why the change in focus. So let me go and do a little bit of admin, and I'll introduce you to the team that's be taking the park. Okay, so I've been in the fortunate enough position to pick a relatively full-strength team We've got Medjias in goal, Traore, Kankar, Bagulio and Wright in defence, Metcalf and Antonis in the midfield, Najarine and Dabini, our wide attacking players, and Tamaruskov and Tedic, our attacking strength. So on the bench, Rory Bryan, Natta, Aquilina, Orglar, Iandidis and Garkovic, as well as Michael Pickering. Young Michael Pickering has been after more game time, but with with Tamaruskov and Tedic playing so well, I think it's hard for him to get more start time. Although with all these Asian Cup games coming on, I think squad rotation will be. I've also got to send my DOF to these meetings because my assistant manager has gone to Adelaide United, and the board won't let me pick a replacement for him because I've got one too many coaches. So whilst this between games, I've got to have a look to see if I can sack one of my coaches in order to get an assistant manager in. So anyway, we'll come to that later as Bagulio defends and clears a free kick to Tamaruskov. Traore gets dispossessed but picks up the second ball. Down the line to Najarine, Metcalf and Tamaruskov. Najarine on the ball, back inside to Metcalf. And there we are. Through ball to Tamaruskov, who bears down on goal. Ball fortuitously comes back to him and he tries to beat the keeper on the near post. So, bit of fortune, but not a goal. So Abini, who's come in field, balls in on goal, but ricochet or deflection is claimed by the keeper. So there might be a little bit of executive decision making on the fly here, because originally I was going to have this as an ACL double header, but being mindful of the length of videos, and some of the videos have gone on as Najarine bears in on goal and pulls off a good save from the keeper. Some of the videos have gone on for a little bit longer than what I'm comfortable with, so this could be a one-off game, or it might be an ACL double header. I'll get back to you shortly on that. But Tamaruskov on the ball, and is that Antonis or Metcalf? Doesn't matter. It's a miss anyway. After 15 minutes, seems to be the game delicately balanced, although I think we're sort of shading it slightly with positions, chances created. Antonis with a long ball up to Tedic, but he was double teamed, and that was always going to be a hard ask to get. But Kankar wins that ball. Antonis wide to Najarine. Najarine dispossessed. So the counter is on. So we have to regroup. Samut Prakan are going to be no easy beats, but there's a shot that got whipped across the Medjias's goal, which I thought it was a lot closer than probably what it actually was. But Samut Prakan starting play deep inside their own half, and that's easily cut out by Wright. Now they've both got plenty of time on the ball. Antonis goes long and he finds Tamaruskov, who whips it into the back of the net. He didn't want to run too far for that goal. I was about to chastise Antonis because Bagulio and Wright had done some nice little interplay, and Antonis with a long ball, and Tamaruskov takes one touch and then tonks it into the goal. So yeah, good start. Okay, Traore with the ball. Kankar. Metcalf. Antonis with another long searching ball, and Epi's run onto this, and Epi stings the hands of the keeper. Antonis's long balls are sensational. In normal circumstances I would have been quite critical of them, but they found their target on 2 occasions. So Antonis runs back. Now we have a corner. Metcalf with the corner. Seems to be easily cleared by the Thai defence, but back to Metcalf, who's got a little bit of space, and there we are. Tamaruskov. Was he onside? I think he ran onto that ball. The AR's gone back to his position, so I think that goal is going to stand. But Antonis again. Money ball out to Metcalf. And yeah, Tamaruskov sweeps it into the net. So yeah, tight. I'd say it's tight. There's a step in it. So 2 goals by Tamaruskov. That should set us up quite nicely. So we'll give a little bit of encouragement. Samut Prakan on the attack. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a bit of a lolly header, but it actually had a bit of a grunt behind it, so Mejias had to pull off a good save. So, okay, Kankar fluffing about. Traore. Metcalf, nice little triangle, guys. Metcalf, you've got plenty of space, you can bring it forward. Najarine's pegged in. Another long ball from Antonis. He's found Tedic. Tedic finds Epi. Top of the box to Antonis, who brings rain with his shot. Excuse me, dry throat. Epi loses possession, not what I wanted to see. Okay, time for atonement, but no, we lose possession again. Bagulio, Kankar. Okay, Traore, bit of space down the line. Where's Najarine? There he is. Metcalf, Tamaruskov. Back to Najarine. Go, no, stops and props. Comes inside, but that's a good ball to Tamaruskov. Bears in on goal, and there's a penalty, surely. Okay, so Tamaruskov is not normally our penalty taker, it's Epi. But I've set it up so when there's a hat trick on offer, that player can take the kick. So Tamaruskov with the first half hat trick. Dispatched it quite well, actually. We're not blessed with good dead ball kickers. Let's give a little bit of praise coming into half time. Okay, so numbers would suggest a dominant display by the Wanderers. They've still had 5 shots with 2 on target, but we've kept them at bay. Maybe we'll just be calm. And so it's important to stay focused. Tamaruskov. You're demotivated. We've already scored 3 goals, so I'm going to be bringing you off shortly for Mr. Pickering. Epi dispossessed. And Bailey right with the throw to Tedic. Epi. Tedic has gone inside. That Antonis is there. Little channel ball. There's Epi. Oh, he's outside. Epi with the cross. Tarore, Metcalf and Nazarene. Tedik to Epi22. Stings the palms of the keeper. It hasn't gone out, but now it's cleared by Samut Prakan defence. Antonis, free kick. Whips it in, far post. Header nodded on. Cleared off the line with the keeper beaten. Okay, so attacking. Bring Mr. Pickering on for a run. Metcalf. Kankar's made centre back his own now, so quite impressed with him, and he's been rewarded with an under-23 national call-up as well. Ooh, Tarore. Maybe it was just ball. Temenuskov, probably his last touch before Pickering comes on for him. Ooh, bit of a gap. Got behind the defence. Stop it. No. It seems to be our want that we go to sleep in the second half. Unless we're behind at half time, they seem to go to sleep in the second half. Right. So that means Pickering will be coming on for Temenuskov. Yes. Happy with that. And I might be looking at Antonis. Oh, he's played quite well. Tarore with the ball. Metcalf, Nazarene, Metcalf, Tarore with a searching cross. Epi22 heads it back to the goal. Nazarene. Was Nazarene. Yeah, Nazarene with that header, but I think the goalkeeper was at fault there. He seemed to flap at it or something. So young Rami Nazarene, because he was out there on the edge, he makes a run into the box, keeps his run. Epi22 comes in, and there's the header. Maybe it took a deflection, I don't know, but the keeper seemed to flap at it. But anyway, restores our 3-goal advantage. The Thai's getting a talking to. Antonis, channel ball through to Pickering. Pickering, smack over the bar. Okay, so Antonis, you'll be coming off, and Garkovic will be coming on. See if he's going to play for himself or the team. Kankar's figures aren't all that impressive. I thought they'd be a little bit better than that. He seems to have been playing well, unless he made an error in that build-up for the goal. But ooh, goodness me. Another opportunity. Yeah, Samut Prakan are not going away. They're not going away. 25 minutes to go. Show a little bit of encouragement. Nazarene on the ball. Back from Troy. Nice little bit of play, but we've committed players forward, so now we've got to hold them up. Good tackle by Garkovic. You sure you want to leave us? Epi22. Cross comes in, and there's the header from Tedik. Straight at the keeper. Long clearance. Lots of blue shirts in the box. Lots of unmarked blue shirts in the box. Okay, but we're holding them out. Got 3 players wandering around. Oh, bit of a break, half break. Oh, Majas, good save. Okay, so be looking at Beanie or Metcalf. The fitness levels are bottoming out. I think I might Orglar to come on for him. Although I had talked myself out of it, I was gonna do Kankar substitution, but a bit of squad management here. I think I'll protect a Beanie rather than Kankar. Garkovic, oh, dispossessed. Okay, finding space. They make room. And Medjas with another good save. Interesting rating for Medjas, 7.0 when your team's winning 4-1. So it shows you that we haven't had it all our own way. Najarine behind the defence, square ball to Aguilar. Oh, okay, was tackled by the balls. Which is why the corner. So swings into Metcalf. Ton of blue shirts back, but it finds the only blue shirt that's been pushed up. Okay, guys, you can muck about with it now. Short passing. Garkovic swings around. Pickering, channel ball. Too late. Garkovic. Okay, wide. There's Orglar. First time. Props, right. Goodness me. Why? Okay. They've given it back to us. Traore and Najarine. Tedic with his back to goal. Orglar, can he? No, he can't. Surely he can't. Don't call me Shirley. Okay, Metcalf swings the ball in. Far post, who's there? Pickering was there, but he was out jumped. I think he was double teamed. Okay, time being wound down now. No need to do anything silly, guys. Searching cross, but easily dealt with, and Garkovic just boots the ball upfield. So much for the short passing instruction, but I really don't mind that. I really don't mind. Hold them out. Ooh, deflection blocked. Najarine, Garkovic, back to Tedic, Orglar with a bit of space. Back to right, Tedic, no, poor return pass. And there we have it. As you can see, quite a dominating first half performance. In the second half, not so great. But I think the first half hat-trick to us put us in a pretty good stead. So what do? We'll do the Macarena. No, it's hands on hips. We'll give everyone a cuddle. Excellent win. Tamaruskov was undoubtedly the player of the match for that first half hat-trick. Continue. We'll just have a look at the other results. In our group, Group H, a 4-1 win to Jeonbuk. Okay, that's interesting because I thought Yokohama might have been the go-to team in this group, but it appears the Korean team has come out of the blocks, same as what Wanderers have. So That means the next game against Yokohama, there would be a very big expectation that we should be able to win that. Okay, so look, let me go and do a little bit of admin. Interesting, Adelaide United, they're drawn. They're drawn in the group as well, in another group rather. They're off to a good start as well. So good to see. But we're only interested in the Wanderers. So, okay, let me do a little bit of admin there. You have a look at the schedule. The next game is against Western United in 4 days' time. So there's going to be a ton of squad rotation, and Mr. Pickering might get his chance of a run. So let me go and do a little bit of admin, and what I'll do is I'll draw a line under this video, and we'll make it a standalone. We'll play the Western United one offline, and we'll come back for Yokohama. So I'm Gary Foster. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch up with you soon. All the best now. Bye bye.